Cheers,
Watch,
mate.
watch some Big Bang instead. Cheers,
Yeah.
buddy.
Cheers, mate. Welcome
Well-
back, everybody, to Ranger and Chow. I don't have my Ranger shirt on today because I actually had to wash it, but I'm here in spirit.
But look at him. He's all dressed up for us, going the extra mile, making sure that you guys are getting the best quality Ranger you can.
I want to look pretty for my viewers.
Well, mate, you're doing a great job. It's really good to catch up with you again, buddy. It's been a couple of days now, so
That's it. I know.
I see
Thank you very
you've been-
much to our subscribers. You're kicking us along nicely at the moment. And liked too. We got a lot of likes on the last video, so thank you very much.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys.
I got a topic for you, buddy.
All right, well, hit me.
Mr. Chow, how's this for a topic? Are stepfathers and stepmothers really any good as parents or not?
Oh, yeah, no.
Now, I'll give you, for me, I had a stepfather growing up my whole life. And my stepfather was awesome. And he completely treated us as if we were one of his own. But I hear a lot of horror stories, and I guess you could tie that in a little bit to foster homes as well. But yeah, I hear heaps of bad stuff about step parents and foster parents and stuff like that. You wonder if they get really inspect them or check them out properly, you know?
Like at the end of the day, it takes a very, very unique person to take another person's child and love it like their own. You know,
It sounds horrible, doesn't it? But I mean, it does take a special person to take on someone else and their kids, you know?
well, I mean, having a kid myself, I have 100% different perspective for everything he does that
But how did
every
you
other
manage
child.
to procreate?
Hey?
How did you manage to procreate?
Well, you know what? Even alcohol is a wonderful thing, mate. And you be careful. You met my wife.
Yeah, she'll beat the shit out of me. Yeah, but yeah, I think it, like with the kids as well, quite often if they do come from a broken home, you know, there's that little bit of a fracture in them as far as their trust goes with adults as well. So it makes it even harder taking on someone else's kids. You know what I mean?
Well, that's it. And yeah, there's again, like most of our topics, there's so many variables there. It comes down to what age that you come on board. Like say you, from quite a young age, your stepfather was involved. So, yeah, it does make that side easier watching the children grow up and being a part of that. So
a friend of mine, his brother has a child, and he's not legally allowed within QE of that child, right? So the child was then fostered out to the grandparents. And
yeah, fair enough.
you know, the kid's like 6 or 7 years old, and the grandparents are in their 70s. And I think, well, shit, what's going to happen to that kid when those grandparents finally get into their 80s and they just can't deal with it anymore?
More to the point, how hard is that on those poor grandparents? They've already been through that. They've done their time.
Oh yeah, that's right. They've already done it once. They're doing it again now. But they're bloody stellar people. They're good people. I mean, to do that, you got to be pretty solid, don't you?
Yeah. But you know what? This is not the most cheery of topics, but yeah, as we're already in this rabbit hole anyway, my parents split up when I was probably around 12, and mum actually took a much younger partner who was only a handful of years older than myself, and they were together for a good 12 odd years.
That's interesting.
Well, essentially, I spent my teen years with this slightly older role model, I guess you would call it, semi-father figure, because he was dating my mother.
Is that what happened?
What, to me, is that where it all went wrong? Kid being brought up by a kid. But yeah, no, that was essentially my upbringing. So yeah, not really stepfather as such, but still that pseudo role, and it wasn't beneficial to me, I don't believe.
Yeah, well, I bet you my parents split up when I was like 6 years old, and I was really happy about it because I realized I was going to get 2 sets of Christmas presents and 2 sets of birthday presents.
Well, it depends. Was the split up your fault?
No, I had nothing to do with it.
One parent might be rather bitter. You might get shit presents at one house. You'll figure that out quick, won't you?
I blame it on the hot young blonde chick that he met with. So you know.
Yeah, hot young blonde chicks. They'll ruin everything.
See, now it's a positive session, isn't it? Eh? You're talking about blonde chicks. You like that?
Yeah, look, we have turned a corner here. I like it.
Anyway, look, I think that's about it for that one today, mate. I think we'll pretty much wrap it up.
Yeah, right. Well, that's fine with me. I'm just going to sit here and keep doing these. I've got some Big Bang to watch this afternoon. Got a pretty hectic schedule. Might do some
Sounds
washing.
Very important schedule on this afternoon. Please subscribe, guys, and like us, share us, do all that good stuff, and we'll talk to you later. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.